there is an end to everything. From relationships, leadership positions, education, career to life itself, there is always an end that must come. I have some good and bad news. Be clear on your target and after shooting at it stop. The bad news is that some people never prepare for the end, and the good news is that from today you can start influencing your end. There is truth to it that, the problem is always failing to start. People therefore, find all possible means to make sure that they kick off. Given that whatever starts has an end, I want to turn your eyes at this far point, the end. How can you wash your cloth and then place it in the dirt so that it may dry? The way you end what you start will always determine your final mark. It makes no sense to keep in the lead during the race, and then assume the last position at the end. If you're to start in the most proper way, and make it a point to finish well. There are students who sit an exam hoping to get a certain good mark, and conversely, there are those who write exams with no definite mark at the back of their minds. In a clearer sense, this is what I mean to say: there are students who think about how they want the examination process to end, and those who sit for the same examinations just for the sake. You should think about how you want the things you do to end, so that you avoid the problem of having a bad end. You and I know that at one time you will have to finish, just like the way others do. We can't stop the end from coming, it will whether we want or don't. The only chance we have is to define how we want it to be, how we want it to find us. Your only option may be mere finishing if at all the end surprises you upon its arrival. And that would be a bad end for you. I pray that when that moment comes, you won't just finish. Don't let the end catch you unaware, like you didn't know that it was to come. Have the desire to end things the way you want, and influence whatever you do towards that end. Notice that I mention the way you want. I don't think you can wish yourself a bad end. Even if we can't tell how tomorrow may really be, it doesn't stop us from imagining how it may be. Therefore, don't say that the end is unpredictable. If I may ask, don't you know what you're going to do immediately after reading this book? If you know, it means you thought about the end, the time when you would be done with reading this book. You can think about the end of other things. Also, if you don't know your next program after reading this book, I'm glad to tell you that I wrote this chapter to tell you the importance of what you're not doing. Thinking about the end is like aiming at the moon, yet there is a chance of falling in the stars, which is also good. Some people, after they've started, they forget that there is an end, and spend the process in an unfocused way. By the time they realize that the end is close, all they can secure is a bad end. I don't wish that for you. Thanks. Please like, comment, share, follow, and subscribe.